How ego makes you win. In order to change, you have to become something that you are not. If you want to win, you need to take that shot. I'm a duelist. I'm not supposed to be tweaking. I'm supposed to control this fight. This is my fight alone. Blind spot off the ball. Blind spot, peeking. The ego isn't top threading. The ego is winning. Spot off the ball. Blind spot off the ball. In order to change, you have to become something you are not. Off the ball. Off the ball. Blind spot off the ball. Blind spot. Find the formula and shoot for the goal. Off the ball, blind spot off the ball, blind spot off the ball. Just shoot! Is ego truly something terrible to have? Yes, is what most people would blindly respond with. But you and I know better. Imagine two athletes competing, absolutely furiously training, overworking for that number one spot, pushing themselves to an extreme extent just for one win, not allowing the one to triumph the other. What would you call that? Resilience, hard work, commitment? Having to push yourself to the absolute extent where you are too stubborn to let the other person win. So let's think about that. What would you call it? Ah, yes. Rivalry. Well, you're not wrong, but what fuels it? What allows it to burn? What is the source of its intention? That, my friend, is ego. This next clip will show you the results of what happens when you implement ego into your gameplay. Connor, it's 0-4, you want 0 kills. I'm not gonna surrender you. Just fudge. What's the problem? The problem is me. My team is performing, but I'm not. And I'm supposed to be the duelist. Why? Why is that the case? Why do they keep performing better than you? Andale. Did you see what just happened? No? Okay, let me explain. The situation of being at the bottom and having to constantly be on 0 for about 3 to 4 rounds in, I felt annoyed. I felt upset of the fact that I am trying so hard, but there are just always people above me. There are always people better than me. But what happens next is how I resolved it. During this point of the match, my only goal was to turn 0 into 1. Absolutely putting a number on the board to somewhat increase my confidence in performing better in the game. And that's exactly what I did. Most people would say that this is extremely bad. Having an ego is morally incorrect. Let me show you how I changed my mindset from having the word ego change to the word confidence. The point of this video is to show you how ego can be taken and used to improve your gameplay. But during this match, I found something very interesting. My mind converted the benefits of an egoist, but I put it towards the characteristics of confidence. And that's where my mind did something very, very interesting. See, 1v1s, they cooked. But with a team game, going up with her is the best thing to do. And getting kills with her is how I'm playing with the team. It's not my skills that are terrible. It's that I'm not using my team. Playing by myself, taking 1v1 fights, disregarding my team's advice, not playing with my team, that is what an egoist did. But here, I accidentally did the opposite. This point of the round, I realized that it's not about being the number one and being on the board. The goal is to win. As I continued playing, I realized being disrespectful to people, belittling them simply because you are better than them is what an egoist does. But what if we took away the negative aspect but kept the raw material? What would you get? Take away the insults, take away the loud boastfulness, and you are just really good player, and you know you are a good player, but you don't belittle someone. What does that make you? Confident. Confidence is a result of ego being put to good use. People forget ego is not bad. Ego is an evaluation of self-esteem. It has nothing to do with a negative connotation. You, as the individual, decide what to do with ego. Ego can either be used for good or it can be used for evil. Confidence is the result of ego being used for good. And in the next clip, you will see how I end up getting more kills and actually top fragging for majority of the rounds because I learned to adapt and I've learned to use my confidence.
You're done. Cool break.
Beautiful.
We saw.
One enemy remaining.
My ultimate.
No, my ace, so close. It's crazy. I just locked in. I found my flow. Yo, I found my flow. Now here's the question that was asked at the beginning of the video. Does ego make you win? Yes it does. It makes you win. It makes you perform at your peak, perform at your best. But to what extent? Ego that is paired with positive self-esteem is a must. I do believe constantly believing you can improve, constantly believing you can get better, constantly adjusting yourself in order to aim and shoot for the goal, that is a must. That has always been a must, but not to the point where it breaks down the people around you. Ego does make you win, but only if it's used correctly. What's the point of being the top of the leaderboard, the cream of the crop, if everyone who is anyone that is below you cannot help you win? It's pointless. So to an extent, having confidence in yourself, an egotistical confidence in yourself, can benefit you to win, but don't let it ruin the people around you. Don't let it hurt the people around you. And the moment you master that, you will be the perfect egoist.